Hey everybody, Southern Guy Reviews again. Got a package in the mail today I'd like to share with y'all. This package is pretty important to me. It came from a great company, and I just want to share with you guys what I received from that company and show you the products that will be coming up shortly in a review. I received this tiny little box. A lot of people look at it and be like, well, it's just a little box, it can't hold nothing that great. Well, you're wrong. And another thing that I really liked about their shipping label is down at the bottom of the shipping label they actually wrote "good fishing" on the bottom of the label. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the box and I'm going to lay the lures out, and then I'll talk about each one of the lures and let you guys know what they are, my first impressions of these lures. Like I said, I will be doing a review on each of these lures. There's two of the same kind, so I'll probably group that into one review, so it'll be a total of 3 reviews that I would do for these products. So be sure to keep an eye out for those. Now, one of the reasons why this package is so important to me is because of the company it comes from. The company this box came from is actually called Snag Proof. Snag Proof has been around since 1961. They are the home of the original hollow body frog, and a lot of the fishermen out there, including myself, have held these lures a lot in our lifetime, but some of them may never actually know where these lures came from. But for them to be the home of the original hollow body frog, that makes it special to me because I love frog fishing. Anything topwater, really. I just love fishing topwater, so that makes this company special to me. So we'll go ahead and open up the box and I'll show you guys what's inside. Now, inside the box I have 4 lures. 2 of them are the same product and 2 of them are frogs. So I'll go ahead and take them out of the box. I'll lay them out here in front of me. I'll talk about them and I'll zoom in on each product as I'm talking about it so you guys can see what these products look like. Now, the first one I want to talk about is Ish's Poppin' Fatty. This is a very unique frog. The nose of this frog is actually kind of concaved on each side. I'll zoom in to show you. I just want to talk about it first. It's concaved when the water hits it. It gives it like a popper action. Ish's Poppin' Fatty, whenever you're popping it, the water actually kind of comes back over the lure. It's a very unique popping action, but it's also a very unique frog. It does have a rattle on the inside. It comes with Gamakatsu, extra wide gap, 4/0 double hook. It's got an individual chamber on the bottom of the frog for the hook to run through, so that way it does not run through the body of the frog. Now, the reason behind that is to keep water out of the main chamber of the frog, so you don't have to keep emptying out and worrying about it sinking and stuff like that. It's actually a really cool idea. Alright, so let's go ahead and zoom in on the Ish's Poppin' Fatty so I can show you guys a close-up of this frog and some of the details on this frog. So here is Ish's Poppin' Fatty. Like I said, it's got a very unique nose on it. It's concaved, so it's actually a popping frog, but it's different than a regular popper. Most poppers, when you pull them through the water, they spit water up and away from the lure. Ish's Poppin' Fatty, when it hits that water, the water can actually come back over the frog. It's a really unique popping action. Like I said, it's really soft. You shouldn't have any problem getting a nice hookup on this frog. Okay, so now that you've seen a close-up of the Ish's Poppin' Fatty, I'm going to move on to the next frog. So the next frog I want to talk to you guys about is Bobby's Perfect Buzz. Bobby's Perfect Buzz is a very cool frog. Okay, so here is Bobby's Perfect Buzz. Now, like I said, this is a really cool frog. On the back of the Bobby's Perfect Buzz, they got the kick and paddle feet. So when you're dragging it, it kicks in the water as well, puts off a little more action. On the bottom of the frog, you can see here it's the ITT. the internal tube technology. So it's a whole separate chamber from the body itself. So that way you get a lot less water inside the body. It's still got a small hole in the bottom so it can collapse. It keeps most of the water out because the hook is down here in a separate chamber. Now on the high quality aluminum spinner blade, it's got Snag Proof written in it. Next to the spinner blade, you can see right here, they actually have the connection tied together with the split ring. You could actually take this whole spinner blade system off and put it on a separate type of frog. I really like that because I fish with a lot of frogs, and I think it'd be cool to have the spinner blade to be able to put on my other frogs. There's the internal glass rattle. Now the next product is one I really want to kind of talk about because I don't see a whole lot of reviews or any videos or anything on this product. That's the reason why I requested to review these, is because I don't think anybody's really giving these products much attention, which I think is a shame because I think they deserve it. That's just my opinion. What I got in my hand is what Snag Proof calls the Weed Demon. The Weed Demon is a topwater walk the dog action type lure. It's got a weighted tail on it. Now again, just like the two frogs that I just showed you, the Weed Demon also has the ITT, the internal tube technology, that basically it's got a whole separate chamber for the hook system to keep the water out of the main body of the Weed Demon. And one thing I really like about the Weed Demon is the hook setup. You could actually pull the hook out, and this is a custom made Mustad hook. You could actually swap them out if you need to, if you need to replace the hook, or if you want to upgrade your hook size and whatever, you can swap it out. But I just wanted to show you that because I thought that was a neat feature. It's really simple to take it in and out. Once you want to put it back in, you just slide it into the ITT, the internal tube technology, until the loop comes out the top and you're done. Snag Proof sent me out two of the Weed Demons. One's in the chartreuse color and the other one's in the Fire Tiger. They're 4 1/4 and overall length, and they weigh in at 3/4 of an ounce. Now I really think that these topwater lures are going to be great for fishing around lily pads, reeds, grass beds, stuff like that. It's got a very unique lip on the side of it. I guess it's to keep brush away from the hooks. I'm not sure, but so let's zoom in and get a close-up on these so I can show you guys what these look like up close. Okay, so here's the Fire Tiger pattern, Weed Demon, and the chartreuse. You can see they got some really cool collar patterns on them. I think the collars look really great. I personally wanted to review the chartreuse because I've been having a lot of luck with this collar in my area, so that's the one I tend to go with on most lures if I have a choice. But the Fire Tiger pattern is another dynamite bait in this area. On the side of these, as you can see right here, it's got this unique lip that is to either keep the water away from the hook or brush or grass or whatever. So I think that's the reason behind this little lip that's on both sides of the lure. Here you can see the ITT, the internal tube technology. I'll go ahead and pull this hook out so you guys can see it. What this does is it keeps the water, or most of the water, out of the main chamber. There is actually a little hole right here on the end so the body can collapse. Here's the custom made Mustad hooks. It's actually got the little arm on it that can be removed. You could probably replace it with a longer one or shorter one or whatever you wanted to do with it. If you need to replace the hook gets bent or gets ruined somehow, you'll be able to replace that. And then just slide your arm back on there. And then once you get it back together, you just take your Weed Demon, make sure that the points of the hook are facing the top of the lure. and just take the arm and slide it down inside the hole to where you can get the nose of the hook inside the chamber. And then you just push it down to where it goes all the way against the plastic bait, and you can see that the eyelet is sticking out the other end. There's a close-up on these. The chartreuse is basically the same thing, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. You can see the weight that's in the rear weight that's on these. Okay, so there's the products that I've received from Snag Proof. I'd really like to say thank you to Connie over at Snag Proof. I appreciate it, and I hope you will enjoy the reviews that I will be putting out on the Snag Proof products. If you guys have any questions about the Snag Proof products, be sure to ask me. Leave me a comment on the video, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, wherever you see this video, leave me a comment. And if you got a particular question about this, I will do my best to answer it. I had a follower of mine, a fan and a friend on Facebook, who seen that I posted a comment that said I was going to be reviewing some Snag Proof products. Well, his reply to that was, are they really Snag Proof? Well, that's a good question. I mean, that's the name of the company, so I would think their products would be Snag Proof. So we're going to find out. I'm going to take each of these products and I'm going to find out if they're Snag Proof. I'll throw them in places where you can't throw lures. I'll go out in the yard and throw them up in a tree. If you want to know if they're Snag Proof, I will find out. Like I said, if you guys got any other questions, be sure to ask. I mean, it don't hurt to ask a question. And I'm more than happy to help you by answering your questions. Well, I appreciate you guys watching, doing this little, I guess you would call it an unboxing of the Snag Proof products that I'm going to be reviewing. If you guys are interested in these products, you can purchase them on their website at snagproof.com. You can find them on Facebook too. I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.